What's going on, guys? Shout out everybody found the channel. I know usually we do music, but shit, there's a lot going on. We can react to other things than that. Heard about Nancy Pelosi and Blitzer going back and forth, talking about us, all of us, and what they're doing with stimulus and all this. Heard it got kind of heated, so figured we'd take a look at it together. Let's see what was said, what we think. Let's go. Mouse on the right page.
As you know, there are Americans who are being evicted from their homes. They can't pay the rent. Many Americans are waiting in food lines for the first time in their lives. Can you look them in the eye, Madam Speaker, and explain why you don't want to accept the president's latest stimulus offer?
Well, because, thank you very much, Wolf, and I hope you'll ask the same question.
It just comes off like not real. Like, I don't know about y'all. Like, just the waiting in the camera. Oh, thank you very much. Hi. Just fucking tell it to us straight. What's going on? What's the real reason? What's the holdup? You keep talking about all these things. I mean, what's the deal? Maybe they'll get to the bottom of it. Who knows?
Of the Republicans about why they don't really want to meet the needs of the American people. But let me say to those people, because all of my colleagues, we represent these people. I have for over 30 years represented my constituents. I know what their needs are. I listen to them, and their needs are not addressed in the president's proposal. So when you say to me, why don't you accept theirs? Why don't they accept ours? Our legislation is there to do three things primarily: to honor our workers, honor our heroes, our healthcare workers, our police and fire first responders, our teachers, our transportation, sanitation, food workers, the people who make our lives work. We couldn't be doing what we're doing without them. Many of them have risked their lives so that they...
I mean, she's not telling no lies, but I mean, she's not saying nothing we don't already know. It's like, all right, get through the bullshit. What's up? She's talking about needs not being met. If people are telling you, yo, motherfuckers is getting thrown out their spots, people can't eat, I mean, damn. How bad does it have to get? You know, to put a fire under your ass, to put a fire up under all their ass. It's like, man.
And to save lives, and now they will lose their jobs because McConnell says let the states go bankrupt.
Excuse me for
interrupting.
Let the
states go bankrupt.
Madam Speaker, but they really need the money right now.
Facts!
Even members of
I understand
your own,
that, but
even members of your own caucus. Even members of your own caucus, Madam Speaker, want to accept this deal. $1.8 trillion. Congressman Ro Khanna, for example. But let me just quote Ro Khanna, a man you know well. I assume you admire him. He's a Democrat. And he just said this. He said, people in need can't wait until February. $1.8 trillion is significant and more than twice the Obama stimulus. Make a deal. Put the ball in McConnell court. So what do you say to Ro Khanna?
I agree with that.
What I say to you is, I don't know why you're always an apologist. And many of your colleagues apologize for the Republican position.
Bro, it's like, she couldn't answer the question. She went into attacking him. I don't understand why you are always an apologist. And it's like, man, fuck all that. We want to know what's up with the money, dog. Nobody cares about your feelings. That's the whole mix up on this shit. No one gives a fuck about how none of y'all up there feel. Y'all are going to luncheons. You're discussing people who can't eat over fancy food. What the fuck? Like, that's the craziest shit.
Ro Khanna, that's nice. That isn't what we're going to do, and nobody's waiting till February. Okay. I want this very much now because people need help now. But it's no use giving them a false thing just because the president wants to put a check with his name on it in the mail, that we should not be doing all we can to help people pay the rent, put food on the table, to enhance benefits, that they don't lose their jobs if they're state and local, we're talking about the consequences of a pandemic, that the symptoms of a problem that the president refuses to address.
But you know,
and that is the coronavirus.
We know
that is
we
the
know
coronavirus.
the problem out there, but there are millions of Americans who have lost their jobs. They can't pay the rent. Their kids need the food.
That's right, and that's what we're trying to get done.
$1.8 trillion, and the president just tweeted, stimulus, go big or go home. He wants even more right now, so why not work out a deal with him, and don't let the perfect, as they say here in Washington, be the enemy of the good.
Well, I will not let the wrong be the enemy of the right.
What's wrong with $1.8 trillion?
You know what? Do you have any idea what the difference is between the spending that they have in their bill?
Hey, you ever know when you into it with somebody, you can always tell when you get into the person. It's like, this wasn't supposed to go like this. This is supposed to be easy peasy. I'm going to get on here. I'm going to say all the bullshit, and y'all are going to eat it. But it's like, man, Wolf, shout out to you. His whole demeanor, his whole thing is like, bruh, it's too fucking real for the bullshit. We don't have time for this. She's getting flustered and frustrated, and I'm like, I just don't know why you're doing this. Because it's like, man, how much bullshit do you eat? Are we full yet? Are we full? Everybody. It's like, damn, man, answer the questions directly. Tell us what's going on. All this fluff around it shit. I don't know, man.
We have in our bill. Do you realize that they have come back and said all these things for child tax credits and earned income tax credits for helping people who have lost their jobs are eliminated in their bill? Do you realize they pay no respect to the fact that child care is very important for people whose children cannot go to school because they're doing remote learning, and yet they minimize the need for child care, which is the threshold
you could tell
which
she's
people,
upset,
mothers
dog.
and fathers can go to work if they have that. Do you have any idea of how
That's precisely why, Madam Speaker,
short they're concerned?
That's why it's so important right now. Yesterday I spoke to Andrew Yang, who says the same thing. It's not everything you want,
but you know what?
There's a lot there.
Honest to God, you really, I can't get over it because...
I can't get over how mad she is, dog. Like, she is fuming. She is hot. Like, dog, Wolf's sitting there looking like, bruh, fuck your feelings. I don't want to hear it. Tell us what's up with the money, bro. Give us a reasonable answer of why this is even happening. And she just, I just can't believe it. It's like, man, we don't want the theatrics, bro. Fuck all that. What up? What's going on? Can we get it straight? No chase. Just give it to us. What's going on? Direct questions need direct answers right now. She's just, you don't understand. No one understands but her. No one understands but her and whoever else. You know, we're all fucking idiots. We're all fucking idiots. That's what I'm taking from her. I'm too stupid to have the convo.
Andrew Yang, he's lovely.
You know?
Ro Khanna, he's lovely. They are not negotiating this situation. They have no idea of the particulars.
So talk
they have
to us.
no idea of what the language is.
Then talk
here.
to us.
I come over here to have. So you're the apologist for the Obama. Excuse me. God forbid.
Madam Speaker, I'm not an apologist.
Obama.
I'm asking you serious questions because so many people are in desperate need right now. Let me ask you this.
Okay.
When was the last time?
Let me respond to you.
Let me ask you, when was the last time, Madam Speaker, when was the last time you spoke with the president about
What is she looking at?
I don't speak to the president. Speak with his representative.
Petty, dog.
Say, Mr.
Petty.
Let's work out a deal.
Petty shit. See, and that's the problem, bro. And that's why, I don't know if y'all listen to the podcast, y'all can go one of them episodes on Nothing New Under the Sun. We talked about this shit. It's the pettiness. It's like children. It's like, oh God. It's like if your parents were arguing and it's like, but we still need whatever the fuck we need as a family. I'm not speaking with your father. What? And it's like that. It's like, and I'm not calling Trump my goddamn daddy or anybody's. I'm saying the roles of like, you two are in charge. You two are supposed to be in charge. And she's just blaming, I don't speak to him. Why? What the fuck? If that's what it's gonna take to get shit done, are you really that petty? Are you really that caught up on your bullshit? You know, whatever the issue is, you're just fucking mad? Come on, man. That's the problem.
Everything I want, but there are so many Americans right now who
fuck
are in
Republican and
need.
Democrat.
Let's make a deal.
What's up with this fucking money?
What makes me amused, if it weren't so sad, is how you
This
all
shit's
think
sad.
that you know more about the suffering of the American people than those of us who are elected by
We
them
do. We
to
are the
represent
American
them at that
people.
table.
We know more than you.
It is
We know way
unfortunate that
more
we
than
don't have
you.
shared values with this White House, and that they have in their bill,
The fuck
why don't you
out of
talk
here,
about in their
bro. Shit's
bill a
irritating.
tax break for the wealthiest families in the country, while they cut out the earned income tax credit for the poorest families in our country and the poorest children in our country. That we have to fight with them to get them to address the coronavirus crisis, because they have said it was a hoax, it was magical, it was a miracle, it was going to cure it. It hasn't. And that's why we find ourselves in this situation. I feel very confident about the knowledge that I bring to this, but more importantly, the knowledge that my chairs, our chairs of jurisdiction, science-based, academically documented, institutionally suggested in terms of what the cost would be to do it, and to do it that way. And about, say, we talk about child care, yes. We talk about safety in the workplace. Safety in the workplace, that's a very important issue, especially
Okay,
in
nobody's
the time
debating
of
that.
pandemic. So what I say to those people is, we're going to get a deal. And when we do, it will be retroactive. It will be retroactive.
Here's what you wrote in a letter to House Democrats, Madam Speaker, and I ask these questions only, as you know, so many millions of Americans are suffering
Well, you
right
quote
now.
two people who know nothing about the agreement.
Well,
There is
But
no
he's
agreement.
asking
But what
you.
the
Why can't you
suggestions
just
are
answer
is
the
if there's some
question?
authority on the subject.
'Cause,
Please give equal weight to 12 to all of the chairmen on the committee who have written this bill.
But so many of your fellow Democrats in the House, they want a deal right now.
No, that isn't-
The problem solvers, they all want a deal right now. And
Called
here's
her
what they're
out.
complaining
They
about, 'cause
all want a
You wrote
deal.
a letter to House Democrats, and you said this. Let me read a line from the letter you wrote. The president only wants his name on a check to go out before Election Day and for the market to go up. Is that what...
See, we're in the middle. We're in the middle of some petty bullshit between her and Trump, and just they need to go fix it however the fuck they're gonna fix it, and leave the rest of us the fuck out and make sure we can survive, and y'all go do that, because I'm not interested in whatever the fuck they got going, why they don't speak, why she hates it, whatever. I don't give a fuck. All I care about is getting to it. Let's get to it. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to fixing shit. Not, I'm not speaking, and you don't understand, and no one knows the language. All right, fuck it. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Then if you know everything, then get something done and tell and break it down to us so us idiots can understand. I want to understand. I'm sure everybody else wants to understand. So break it down for us, Nancy. That's all we're asking. That's all.
This is all about not allow the president to take credit if there's a deal that will
No,
help
I don't
millions
care
of
about that.
Americans right now.
He's not that important, but let me say
Oh,
this, with all due respect.
he's not that important to
all due
who?
respect,
He's
and
important to
we've
you.
known each other a long time. You really don't know what you're talking about.
Woo,
If the plural
shots.
of anecdote
Wolf
is
took it
not
like a
data.
G.
Yes, there's some people who said this or that. Overwhelmingly, my caucus wants what is right for the American people. Overwhelmingly, our chairman who wrote the bill, read their statements. They all put out their own statements when they saw what the White House was proposing. So do a service to the issue and have some level of respect for the people who have worked on these issues.
Respect us,
written
Nancy.
The bill to begin
Respect
with.
us,
Now, let me
Nancy.
just say this in terms of the numbers. I want people to do the math. We had 3.4, which would meet the needs of the American people for a sustained period of time, so that there was some certainty in what would happen. The Republicans said no, well, so we took it down $1 trillion by cutting the time. We took it down another $200 billion. So we're now $1.200 billion down. We came down to 2.2. At the same time, since tomorrow will be 5 months since we passed the bill, at the same time, because there was no resolution, Mitch McConnell said, let's pause. The virus didn't pause, and now we're at a place where we need more money. We need more money for PPP, for our small businesses. We need more money for our airlines. We need more money for our schools. So we have absorbed nearly $500 billion more of expenses still within.
All right, I'm following you, Ann.
And I have only the greatest respect for you.
So do the math.
Madam Speaker, I have only the greatest respect for you. I just want to point out, though, $1.8 trillion. $1.8 trillion is a lot of money. The American people need that money ASAP because they're suffering right now. And I'm not saying it's perfect, but I'm saying...
And you don't care how it's spent.
I care, of course, how it's spent.
See, you always want to deflect and shit.
Why not talk to the president personally, call him up and say, Mr. President, let's get a deal tomorrow.
Look.
Why she can't be herself? Why you don't want to smile? Look, I don't want to smile. Okay, I don't want to smile. I don't want to do that, so I'm not going to do that. She's got to put on the face. That shit's out. That's what we need. We need a whole new thing of real people. People who, you know what? I'm not fucking feeling it. I'm not going to sit here and put on a bullshit smile. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to play this game. I know she's from the old school and they got trained to whatever the fuck. Now's not the time for that. We need real things. We need real everything, you know? Real answers, real people, real emotions. All that fucking Hollywood magic bullshit she's on, everything's fine. Nope. Tell me we're about to crash. I want to know. I want to know. You feel me?
Let me say this.
Make me uncomfortable with that fake shit.
Mnuchin to negotiate. That's what we've done with other presidents. This isn't unusual. With President Bush, we did this quite a bit because that's how you negotiate. And then you take it to the president. This Mr. Mnuchin, I think he has integrity representing his position. May I finish, please? But he has integrity representing his position. But his position has no integrity. They do not share our values.
Kamala.
Have a little respect for the fact that we know something about these subjects. And there's a big difference between Democrats and Republicans in whether they want to give a big tax cut to the wealthiest people in the country in their bill, in the CARES Act. We tried to take it out in this bill. Instead, they took out earned income tax credit, child tax credit, expanded health benefits to UI benefits to the extent that it was agreed to before. So this is, I have every confidence in what and the arguments that we make because it's based on science and documentation. Our chairs know their stuff. They know what they're doing, with all due respect to the kind of people you were referencing. And I welcome their enthusiasm. I welcome their interest. I welcome their originality of their thinking. But the fact is, we have a responsibility to meet the needs of the American people
and you're
in a retroactive way, so they're not at a total loss.
But you're not currently. You're not holding up to your responsibility.
I wish you would spend time on the fact that if he had not ignored the virus, we wouldn't be in the position we're in. But we are. But we are. And let me say about that also, I hope that I'm pleased that these pharmaceutical...
All right, so many people want to say that shit. If he would have not ignored the virus, well, guess what? If I'd have been born a year earlier, I'd be a year older. Who gives a fuck? That shit's not happening. So let's stop talking about what, yeah, he fucked up. People fucked up. But y'all are fucking up actively right now by not getting this shit done. All this talk of language and what we don't understand. I don't want to understand. All I want to see is deposits and checks sent out to everybody who's struggling, everybody who can't eat, everybody whose kids are just the victims. You know what I'm saying? People who are helpless. That's who needs you, Nancy. That's who needs y'all to get your shit together and get something done. You know what I'm saying? It's not about me, an able-bodied person who can fend for himself. It's not about other people who aren't in that position. It's about the people who can't help themselves. They need your help. And I don't see that shit right now. I just see a lot of back and forth and they're wrong and I'm not speaking to them and this and that. Ugh. Let's grow it up, let's mature it up, and let's get shit done. Period. It's just irritating to listen to.
Companies are taking the responsible position to halt and hopefully then resume because we want the public to have confidence in whatever therapies or whatever vaccines come along, that they will take them.
Right.
And to people who say, well, I don't trust Trump on that, if we trust the Food and Drug Administration for what they are doing, the scientists there who've been working 24/7 for months and months and months, excellent science. The science should call the shot, and when they we should all trust it.
And let's hope they get more treatments. Let's hope they get a vaccine. And Madam Speaker,
Yes.
I certainly respect you, but I also respect Ro Khanna. I respect Andrew Yang. I respect members of the Democrats who are members of the
Why is she looking like that? Like, what the fuck?
So
Like, why do you respect them?
Well, the problem solvers, by the way, don't have any earned income tax credit or child tax credit in their proposal either. But let's not go into that.
Yeah,
You evidently do not respect the chairman of the committees who wrote these bills.
I respect
and
all
I
of
wish you would respect the knowledge that goes
Fucking
into
respect this
getting,
word,
the
this word, this word, this word. Respect. I wish you would respect and respect the people you say you represent. Respect the American people enough to not watch them starve to death, to be thrown out in the cold to the wolves, to fucking have enough to just live, man. Ain't nobody asking for a lottery hit. Motherfuckers are just asking to live. That's it. Just to live. That shit is such a request now. It's insane. It doesn't even make sense. It's like, can I live? Can I eat? You know, can I go where I need to go, do what I need to do, just have a peace of mind that I'm gonna be able to lay my head down at night and not have to, am I gonna have to rob? Am I gonna have to this? Am I gonna have to that? Some negative shit. Can I live in a positive space? Can I feel good like you feel good? You know, all this talk of respect.
Of the American people. But again, you've been on a jag defending the administration all this time with no knowledge of the difference between our two bills, and I thank you for giving me the opportunity to say that to you in person.
Right, Madam Speaker,
virtually.
these are incredibly difficult times right now, and we'll leave it on that note. Thank you so much for joining us.
We'll leave it on the vote that you are not right on this, Wolf, and I hate to say that to you, but I feel confident about it.
But you
and
don't.
I feel confident about my colleagues.
Keep it fucking
and I feel
real.
confidence in my chairs.
And it's not about me. It's about millions of Americans who can't put food on the table.
Thank you,
can't
Wolf.
pay the rent.
And we
having
represent
trouble.
them.
Thank you,
and
Wolf.
We represent them.
Getting
and
by.
we
No, you don't.
Long food
and we
lines that we're
represent
seeing.
them.
No, you don't.
We know them.
I'm just saying.
We represent them and we know them.
Who do you know?
As we
We
say,
know them. We represent them.
don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good, as they say
It is
here.
no
Got
way
her.
perfect.
Madam Speaker.
Always the case,
Just
but we're not
back
even
it down.
close to the good.
Just be quiet and back
Let's
it
see what
down.
happens,
You're
because
ridiculous.
every day
You're
is
ridiculous.
critically important.
I'm telling you, every day. And that's the end of that nonsense. You know what I'm saying? It was more bullshit than I thought it would be. You know, we're in a fucked up position. This is the people in charge. This is the people in charge. Remember that when we're voting. Remember all the people that were worried about the language. We're worried about who's getting shown respect while you starved. Remember that when you go vote. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? Remember all this shit. Because these motherfuckers are so, all of them, they're so comfortable. You know, they're so comfortable in their positions. I just ate, starving. They couldn't comprehend what any of us are going through. And thank God, I'm in a good position. I'm not talking from a position of, I just need it right now. And thank God for that. But I know there's people that, I'm not stupid. I'm not out of the loop that there's people that are fucked up and they need help right now, dog. Like way yesterday. It can't delay. All this stupid talk of childishness, it has to stop. But these are the people that we put in charge. So remember this shit. The day is coming where we can make a change about it. Hey, if something else is gonna happen in life, this is life. Do you want these same people talking about the same shit? If it does, I don't. So I'm keeping it all in mind. Whatever. Shout out Wolf. Kept his composure. True G. You know what I'm saying? Nancy, super L. Super duper L. You're gonna have to hold that. So it is what it is. But thank y'all for checking me out. definitely vote. I don't give a fuck who you vote for. I'm not. Just do it. Just get out there and do it. So, but y'all keep the bullshit out. Try to. I know it's hard. And let's keep the energy the fuck up. And check me out next time. All right. I'm going to check y'all out. You know you got to watch me shut it down. That's how we do it around here. Peace.